Hey, what's up everybody? This is Osterberg501 and today I want to go over some new leaks we got for Marvel's Avengers. And all the Reddit posts that I got these pictures from will be in the description. First, we got some new skins for Thor and we got some new skins for Captain America. Then we got some new leaks or data mining for a additional DLC character, which shows some extra progression images in the game files, which take all of the data mined additional content with a grain of salt, because even though files will be in the actual game files, they can be stuff that are just going to be added in the game way longer down the road, or they can be stuff that never comes out and are just files that they never ended up completing and scrap. But this does show a bit more completion, giving it a higher chance of being something we get as actual DLC content, something that we could get pretty soon. First off, I want to go over some of these skins because these pictures do show the progression of skins in this game a bit better and just how they're going about skins. These are zoomed in a bit and the pictures were small, so they're not going to be the best quality. Specifically with these Thor skins here, you can kind of see how they're going about skins. So these first three skins are relatively the same skin. The only thing that's slightly different is this one has one strap and these have two. Everything else is pretty much the same besides the colors. And then how this first one is colored kind of gives it a different aesthetic, kind of like a more old school, I guess 70s or 80s aesthetic. I don't know what they'd be exactly going for. These three first ones are relatively the same. Most likely a lower rarity of skin, most likely a rare or epic skin. I would say probably rare skins. They're kind of base. They have all these different colors, probably much easier to get. Then after that, we have this skin right here, which is still built off pretty much the same foundation as these first skins. It's very similar. You can see the same style in it. Has the one strap, kind of like how these have two straps. It's the opposite direction of this strap. It adds more stuff onto it. So his sleeves are this kind of like chain or scale armor, and then he now has a helmet, and there's a little more additions onto the armor, making it feel higher quality. So most likely this would be a higher rarity than these skins and the more upgraded version of these skins. And then down here we have just a few different skins. This one doesn't seem to be tied to anything else, just a one-off. We have seen skins that look pretty similar to this one. I think we've seen one that looks more like an upgraded version of this skin right here, which kind of shows that this might be a lower rarity one, maybe an epic skin, I would assume. For these two skins right here, these are actually the coolest ones I've seen in this post, and some of my favorite looking ones I've seen on Thor, because the armor just looks really cool, but they're pretty much just recolors of the same skin. What this also shows is we have seen dozens and dozens of skins for all the different characters, dozens and dozens specifically for Thor, and just getting more and more kind of leaked and shown off means that we most likely will have a ridiculous amount of opportunities to earn different skins actually just through playing the game. That's before buying the cosmetic real money skins from the marketplace. And that is really good because even just having recolors of skins can add a lot more variety and customizations to your characters, because maybe you like this color a little bit better, and having those different options can definitely change up the feel of your character even if it's just a different color. And then we have Captain America. You kind of do see the progression a little bit as well for this. These top four skins are pretty similar to each other. These first two skins are pretty much just different colorings of the same exact skin. This one right here does seem to be built off the same base as these other skins. It's just kind of a more retro feel and a little bit different. So most likely these would be the same rarity of skins. This one just has a different, more old school aesthetic. And then this skin seems to be a higher tier version of these skins over here, because it seems a little bit more beefed up. It has a little bit more detail added to the actual skin itself. So most likely maybe these would be rare or something. Maybe this would be epic or legendary or something along those lines. Again, just showing that kind of progression of having the same feel on a skin built off the same base, building up to pretty much add more additions to the skin to make it feel and look different. Then these two skins down here, which I do think look pretty cool, even though they don't really feel like Captain America that much. It kind of looks like Captain America is wearing like a toned down SWAT suit, a police officer or SWAT officer armored up a little bit. And these are pretty much just the same skin, just recolored a little bit. And I have no idea where these skins are from. It does seem to be kind of like a concept art file or something like that actually in game. A lot of these skins do look pretty cool. And then we have the main thing I want to talk about is the leak of a bunch of different headshot pictures of Kate Bishop from the files in game. I'm pretty sure these are from the beta files, but I'm not exactly certain exactly where this person found these from. This is just a ridiculous amount of Kate Bishop pictures, and even though it's just pretty much the head and shoulders of the character model, this does show a ridiculous amount of skins that would be added for this character. The reason I want to go over this more is because this does show in the progression of just getting names in the files to having different skin looks to having, you know, all this, having abilities, does show that the characters are getting more completed and most likely much closer to us getting them as a DLC character. And this being Kate Bishop, a lot of people were theorizing that maybe we're going to get Echo characters that are pretty much just kind of a rebuild of how the character looks. They use a lot of the same abilities, maybe different themed differences of the abilities, but using pretty much the same abilities as different characters. So Kate Bishop would be Hawkeye. It does seem, with how many different skins they're putting into this character and some of these different characters that people thought would be Echoes actually having abilities in the files already, it's pretty safe to assume that at least Kate Bishop here probably won't be an Echo character and she will be a additional character. And I said for my last video that we're getting a war table with new announced DLC characters. I didn't mention Kate Bishop, but with this, it's a higher chance that Kate Bishop will be a character shown in the next war table because just of how far along they seem completed with this, how many skins they already have completed, most likely the skins, getting them actually in the files would most likely be one of the more later things that would happen when creating these characters. It's pretty safe to assume she's pretty close to being done. It's a pretty good chance that she will be one of the characters shown, which is pretty cool. And since Hawkeye was already the first DLC character shown, there's a decent chance that she would be. Also, kind of a side note, or against that, she would be pretty similar to a playstyle of Hawkeye, so not exactly certain if they would want to release her or announce her so close to Clint's Hawkeye. Again, just some quick leaks. Take these with a grain of salt. Again, that's pretty much all I want to go over today. Subscribe if you want to see more Marvel's Avengers video. Leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a comment down below what you guys think about these leaks. And thanks for watching.